All right, hello everyone, and welcome back to Daily Update, my 1000 day challenge. It's day 223, so let's get things started. All right, so first and foremost, you'll notice the balance is down, like what I mentioned yesterday. That was due to actually the Bitcoin trade itself. Wait, there was this on the, yeah. And secondly, it was actually going to be down a little bit further after this video. I'm going to update it. Actually, I have two loss trade on one Ethereum and one on Ling. So experimental trades that is going to be down again to around 218 or even less than that. So yeah, so this is how things go when it comes to experimental trade setup. The upside wasn't as strong as anticipated. Actually, it didn't break as high as I wanted, and there was a much stronger pullback in terms of the shorter time frame on a 1 hour chart basis. But otherwise, yep, that's more or less about it. In terms of the existing position wise on my main trading account setup is still in place, and also for this price action trade, I say it's still remaining in the same position. I just shorten it instead of trailing. It's just actually trail remaining because that actually make more English sense in that sense, in that way. All right, otherwise, in terms of market structure update on the daily chart, you will see that there's no change comparing it to yesterday. So in terms of the S&P 500 and also NASDAQ on the US market generally, things looks to be a little bit more bullish or more supportive in that sense, especially the huge stimulus that was being announced. So this week wise is definitely going to be potentially a huge potential bump in that sense. It could be playing out that people have really taken that into consideration, and then we could still continue to fall down lower as well. So yeah, so like what I said, I don't try to predict or forecast the market itself. I just trade. If I'm trading, I will just trade according to trend. If I'm buying, I will just see that at a reasonable kind of a support in terms of the moving averages wise, then again, I'll continue to add. Or whenever there is a nice consolidation in terms of price action wise, similarly, I will continue to add. Whereas in terms of ASHR things and the China market in general, both the tech and non-tech stocks are a little bit more bearish. So even after the government announced, it doesn't seem to have much of a strong impact. But bearing in mind that even though it's still in a bearish market structure, do note that they are not falling to lower low in that sense. You can see over here very nicely. So for KWEB and also for ASHR, things are sort of consolidating over here, the support region. So I wouldn't say there's a good sign, but I wouldn't say there's a bad sign either. So even though consolidating at this low end could spell trouble and we could see lower low, but I do see that because it's a very sharp drop, potentially we can have a very sharp bounce as well. So definitely I'll be adding more position for ASHR and also for KWEB tonight as well. So yeah, definitely I'll be looking to add definitely near this region, or if it does break lower, then I'll be looking to add even more. But yeah, and finally for Bitcoin itself, so things looks a little bit bullish as you can see over the past 6 days. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We closed 6 consecutive green candlesticks, so potentially we could have some sort of pullback today. But or we could continue towards the upside, especially with an indecision candle form yesterday, somewhat like a spinning top. Otherwise, in terms of 4-hour chart, we still looks to be rather bullish. We are definitely supported at this 20 exponential moving average, which is where I'm trading my stop loss. So if prices does close below it, I will close the remaining position in terms of price action wise. But otherwise, that's more or less about it. I'm not looking to enter any new position or setup. And if there's any strong retracement and then pullback and then we have a breakout again, potentially I could consider re-entering for long setup. But yeah, otherwise I'll just choose to take profit. If it just fall over here and closes here, I'll be taking a bit less profit. But if it does consolidate upward here and then breaks up, then I'll be able to capture that extra gain in price itself. So that's the benefit of having this trading stop loss in place. So overall, I'm still leaning towards the bullish side, but do bear in mind that we could see a potential double top. We have a 1 over here. Potentially these could spike up a little bit more before we get a clean rejection, and then we go towards the downside as well. So yeah, let's see how things goes. But otherwise, that's more or less about it. I'll stick to this exit strategy for what I've entered. If you're looking to enter any new trades, just be a little bit cautious and always have in mind your kind of exit strategy ahead of time. Otherwise, that's more or less about it. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care. Bye-bye.